भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। So we have seen that this knowledge about the Atma, this topic about Atma has not been dealt with in Karma Kanda. Atma is not the subject matter in the Karma Kanda because there it is not necessary. Atma Jnanam cannot be, Atma Jnanam is not necessary as a part of the ritual. Atma Jnanam is neither necessary nor is it possible as a part of the ritual. It cannot be a part of the ritual, it cannot be a part of karma, nor it is a precondition for the ritual. In order to perform the ritual, you don't require Atma Jnana. In order to perform a ritual, in order to perform karma, you don't require Atma Jnana. In fact, when you have Atma Jnanam, you will be free from all karmas. So Atma Jnanam and karma do not go together. So Atma Jnanam is neither necessary for karma, nor is it possible to combine Atma Jnanam with karma. That's why it is said, Atma Jnanam doesn't find a mention in Karma Kanda. In Karma Kanda, there is no mention of Atma Jnanam. And there is opposition between karma and jnanam. A person who has performed all the karmas, who has understood the limitation of all the karmas and their phalas, having become a viveki, comes to Vedanta, then really renounces the karma and then comes to Vedanta and understands the Atma. That is how one becomes free. Therefore, in the Karma Kanda, there is no Atma Jnanam. Then Siddhanti also said, karma only leads to limited phalam. Now, Purvapakshi says, now, up to this we have seen. Now, karma anarambaha iti chet. If karma is meant only for a limited result, it doesn't help you at all. Karma doesn't help you at all. Karma is meant to take you only to a given loka. It is not meant to give unlimited result, it is meant only to give limited result. Is it clear? Now the Purvapakshi says, why perform karma? If it is meant to give a limited result, then why perform it? Karma anarambhaha iti chet. Let there be no karma. Let not one perform the karma. Karma anarambaha. There should be no karma. Because it's not going to help anybody. Why perform karma? Karma anarambaha iti chet. If this is the question raised by the Purvapakshi, then the Siddhanti says no. Aisa nahi. Because nishkamasya sanskaraarthatvat. Well, if you perform the karma without the phalam, without looking for a phalam, means what? You do karma as a prayer to the Lord, as a seeker, then it can create sanskara. Sanskaraarthatvat. Sanskaraarthatvat means for the mental purity ityartha. संस्कार के लिए कर्म कर सकते हैं, फल के लिए मत करो, लेकिन संस्कार के लिए करो, कोई बात नहीं। करना इतना जरूरी है तो संस्कार के लिए करो, अगर करना जरूरी नहीं हो तो विचार करो। गृहस्थ में तो करना होता है ना, गृहस्थ में रहते हैं तब तो करना पड़ता है, चॉइस नहीं है तो तब कैसे करना चाहिए? संस्कार के लिए कर्म करो, मन शांति के लिए, चित्त शुद्धि के लिए, चित्त एकाग्रता के लिए, फॉर गॉड्स ग्रेस, फॉर मेंटल प्योरिटी, फॉर रिमूविंग द ऑब्स्टिकल्स। सो बहुत ऑब्स्टिकल्स होगा इन वंस लाइफ, पाप नाश के लिए कर्म कर सकते हैं एज ए प्रेयर टू द लॉर्ड, दैट इज कॉल्ड संस्कार। संस्कार इज अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल वर्ड। Hinduism minus sanskara is nothing. There is no Vedic dharma without sanskara. You dismiss all the sanskaras, and there is no Hinduism. Sanskara is the most beautiful. It is that travels with a person. Your sanskaras will never leave you. All that your pleasures and pains will come to an end, but sanskaras will not leave you. They are always with you. That is why we are careful about every step that we take in life. I mean, going by Vedic dharma, a person who follows Vedic dharma, he is very particular about what he does, how he lives, how every step he takes is very careful, because it leaves behind a sanskara. And you are not going to remove it like that. It's like a habit. Once you make a habit of anything, then you can't remove it. How many people are helpless? Once they form a habit, then they are helpless. You just can't do anything. A person starts drinking. In the beginning, it is all nice. You say, after all, kartum shakyam, akartum va shakyam, annada va kartum va shakyam. In the beginning, you think, after all, it is in my hand, I may drink, I need not drink, I can drink otherwise also, something else also. So one may think great about. And you begin, you are a master. First day you are a master. You are a master of yourself. Second day, you lose little bit of that mastery over yourself is gone a little bit. Third day, little more is gone. Fourth day, little more is gone. Then after a couple of months, he finds himself so helpless. He is just helpless. This is called sanskara. Therefore, any sanskara, good or bad, once it forms, it is difficult to overcome. Therefore, good sanskaras can be created. It is they who help the jiva, help the individual. Therefore, karmas can be done for creating sanskaras. And all of them create only one sanskara. It's very beautiful. All our karmas, all actions done as a prayer create one sanskara, and that is the love for knowledge. The love for vairagya, the love for mental peace, the love for knowledge, the love for vairagya, the love for study, all of them means the same thing. The love for knowledge implies the love for study. The love for study implies the love for vairagya, the love for moksha. This is called sanskara. Jnanam and vairagya. There is sanskara created for jnanam and vairagya. Therefore, for the sake of that sanskara, a jiva will travel with that sanskara, when he leaves the body and goes away. What does he carry after all? What will he carry when he leaves the body and goes away? Only that sanskara, that love for knowledge which is there. It is like the love for knowledge. Love for knowledge. When you go to sleep, it is not manifest, but it is there. That is why the moment you wake up, you will find again with the same mind. Whatever mind goes into sleep, into laya, the same mind wakes up. The same type of sanskaras wake up. You will not come back with a different type of aptitude. वो नहीं होगा. Therefore, a person goes to sleep with love for knowledge. He wakes up again with the love for knowledge. A man dies, a seeker, let us imagine. A man dies a seeker after knowledge. He will be born a seeker after knowledge. It's impossible for him to be something else. जिस संस्कार से देह को छोड़ेंगे, उसी संस्कार से he will be reborn. He will be done. It's all unmarried. Now Siddhanti says karma is not totally unnecessary, it is not totally futile. Karma can be done as a prayer to the Lord that can create sanskara. Therefore, don't dismiss karma. Karma is beautiful if it is done as a prayer. Nishkamasya sanskaraarthatvat. Nishkamasya, for the one who has who is not interested in the materialistic results, well, he can do the karma and create sanskara for himself. Now, Purvapakshi says, now the objection again comes. Yadi hi, in case, Atma Vijnanena, by the knowledge of the self, by Atma Vijnanena, by the self-knowledge, Atma Avidya Vishayatvati. Atma Avidya Vishayatvati. Karma being born of avidya. Avidya Vishayatvat. Avidya, Atma Avidya Vishayatvat means what? Being born of Atma Avidya. First you take Atma Avidya Vishayatvat. Karma being the result of Atma Avidya, self-ignorance. Parityajayishitam. Paritityajayishitam. Desires to be, needs to be negated, needs to be renounced. Paritityaja means what? Parityaktum ishtam ityartaha. Paritya karne ke liye ishta hai. It needs to be negated, it needs to be renounced. What is it? Karma. Karma should be renounced because it is born of ignorance, and it has to be, and it needs to be, it needs to be renounced and negated by what? Atma Vijnanena. Through Atma Vijnana. That means ultimately what do you want to accomplish? You want to accomplish the renunciation or the negation of all karmas through knowledge. Ultimately what do you want to accomplish? Renunciation of all karmas, negation of all karmas through knowledge. If this is what you aim at ultimately, then why do karma? जिनको त्यागना ही है ultimately, उसको करना क्यों? है ना? What needs to be renounced? Not only what needs to be renounced, what needs to be falsified and negated. Because all karmas are a part of samsara. All the results also are a part of samsara. All karmas also are a part of samsara. And samsara as a whole needs to be negated. When samsara is negated, all karmas get negated, all phalas get negated. Therefore, what should be negated ultimately? Why should I perform them now? Why should I perform karma and then negate it? जिनको त्यागना ही है, जिनको बाधा करना ही है, उसको क्यों करना है? Therefore, आत्मविज्ञानेन जो परितित्याजीशितम, desired to be negated, because it is all Atma Vidya Vishayam, it is avidya phalam. Therefore, this karma being the result of ignorance, karma being a part of samsara, it needs to be negated when the negation of the samsara takes place. When samsara is negated, karma also becomes negated. Therefore, through the knowledge, we have to negate samsara, and along with samsara, the entire karma. Therefore, the karma that will go one day, why should we perform it? Tataha, therefore, prakshalanadhi pankasya duradaspashanam varam. He says, he gives a logic. Purvapakshi gives a logic. Why perform the karma and then negate it? उसको क्यों करें, फिर उसको क्यों त्याग दें? Why should I perform it and then unnecessarily get out of it? Like even, why should I get into panka? Panka means, slush. Why should I get into the slush and then wash my feet? I get my feet into the slush and then I take them out and then wash them. क्या मिला उससे? Why get into the slush and then wash the feet? दूर रहो, अच्छा है, उसमें क्यों जाते हो? फिर उसमें उसके बाद again why do you have to require a bath? It's like, there are many people on the Ganges banks, children, you find them, they roll on the sand and then go and have a dip. उससे अच्छा है दूर रहो. Why should you first of all roll yourself on the sand? So here also, so prakshalanat means what? Instead of prakshalanam, washing, pankasya, pankaka, instead of getting into the panka and washing it, durat, from a distance, asparshanam, not to touch it, varam is better. To keep off the slush, to keep away from the slush is better than to get into it and wash it. ये तो एम्पेरिकल विजडम है, पंचतंत्र विजडम है, इज नॉट महावाक्य उपदेश or anything. Similarly, this karma also, why perform karma and then you have to, if it is something that has to go, then why perform it? Why not really renounce it right away? Why not I renounce it right away? Why not I stop performing karma right away? Why should you really ask me to perform the karma and then you tell me at the end you have to negate the karma also? है ना? जो जो संसार के साथ खत्म हो जाएगा, why should I really bother about them and why should I create them? Why should I work for that thing which will go along with samsara? When samsara is gone, it's like, when I wake up the whole dream will go. Then what is the use of becoming rich within the dream? Knowing very well within the dream that when I wake up this dream will not be there. Suppose, imagine yourself having the knowledge within the dream. Imagine yourself having the knowledge within the dream of the fact that when you wake up the dream will go. Now knowing that when I wake up the whole dream will go, will you try to become rich in the dream? You will not become rich. Will you do a lot of karma? No, kya karna? Once I wake up, the whole dream is gone. Similarly, in the waking also, why should I perform karma when it has to disappear along with the sansara? Kyun karna? Very practical mind. Kyun karna? Iti karmanaha pankasya durad asparshanam varam iti anarambhaha eva karmanaha shreyan. Anarambhaha, not doing. Eva, alone. Karmanaha, karmaka, shreyan, better. Therefore it is better not to do karma. Purvapakshi says, it is better not to do karma. Why do it and negate it? Better not do it. कर्म ना करने से अच्छा है, कोई करने की जरूरत नहीं, शांति से बैठो. For that here Purvapakshi says, Siddhanti says, if one can do it, nothing like it. Problem is you can't remain like that. We have to understand certain realities within Bhranti. They are not realities, they are taken to be realities. We don't have many realities. We have only one reality, that is Atma. Everything else is Bhranti in it. And in that Bhranti, there appear to be many realities, but actually they are not realities. But they are taken to be realities. Like even dream is not a reality, but it is taken to be a reality as long as one is dreaming. Therefore, within the Bhranti, one takes many things as realities. As long as one does not begin self-vichara,